want to do a little trade recap on Amazon. So today on Amazon, I took two plays, one play to the short side, one play to the long side, and I took out $1,950 from Amazon stock. So with that being said, I want to get into the trade. I want to get into the chart. I want to just quickly show you guys the simple strategy that I used to profit $1,950 on Amazon stock today. So Amazon had a nice run up today, up 70 points, 2.5% on the day, and we closed at 32.28. So not a bad day for Amazon. What I really like here on Amazon's 1 hour time frame is you can see ever since we had the earnings, we're just creating this big, nice waving flag here. I like that. It's yet to be determined whether we are going to break this and go bear. And if we do, that would mean losing 31.10. If we lose 31.10, you best believe that I will be shorting Amazon with the max, with the first profit target right around at 29.58, which is a 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. But let's get right into the video here and let's talk about what I did on Amazon today. How quick was I? What I was really looking at here. So in all honesty, the market has really been driving me crazy. If you're a day trader, if you're a scalper, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. Intraday, we're getting big swings up. We're getting head fakes, fake outs, big moves back down. We're getting initial washouts lasting 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then immediately goes right back up. Not the toughest or not the easiest environment to trade. It's been a little bit tougher than normal. Yesterday, if you watch my video, Tesla really got me. I did get them back today for a little bit. Amazon saved me today with that all taken into account. What I was looking at Amazon in the pre-market here. I kind of noticed that we started to flush down on Amazon in the pre-market. And as we started to go red in the pre-market, I was really looking at this level here like, okay, if we sort of lose this initial level here that we've been kind of basing out in the pre-market, potentially we have room to flush down. And what I was looking for here is I didn't want to take anything super quick right off the open, because especially in the environment that we've been trading in, you're getting whipsawed. Things are coming down, they're coming right back up, they're kind of basing out, and then boom, big pop. So it's like, yeah, let's get short here. It's basing out. I take my short position, wait for this flush, and then it gives you that flush. And then right when you think it's going to extend its move, boom, it kicks right back up, vice versa. We're kind of breaking down, then we're popping back up, and it's like, yeah, we're going to, we're breaking out. Boom, you get that breakout, and then boom, it pulls right back. Very tough to trade in this environment. You really have to keep your emotions in check, and you really have to, take profits a lot sooner. I'm a big advocate in taking profits. If I just think back to a couple of years, simpler times of 2020 when we could just, hey, let's buy a stock here, and then 3 days later the stock's up here, and who cares, let's buy the dip here, and then 2 days later the stock's up here. I mean, market was just saving people's bad entries left and right. You really didn't need to know what you were doing 2 years ago. You could have bought here, made money. You could have bought here, made money. Could have bought here in the pre-market, made money. You could have bought, earnings and made money. I mean, like everything was running, right? It was very easy. 2021 kind of humbled a lot of people. A lot of people lost a lot of money in 2021 just because the market structure started to go back to normal. We did have our good runs on a lot of tech stocks, and then if you traded small caps, we had a lot of downtime too as well. This year has shaped up to be something that, in my 5 years of trading, I have not seen. Okay. So by no means am I some market expert to where, I can sit here and say I've been through it all, seen it all, done it all. I haven't. I've been through pullbacks. I've been through a raging bull market. I've been through, cycle changes where money is changing hands from small caps to mega caps, from the mega caps to value stocks. I've kind of seen those patterns. I've seen minor corrections before. But this price action, this volatility that we've been in, especially in 2022, I have not seen. I have not seen this type of environment. So just kind of getting into, where I'm going with this, what I was looking at here was this initial low that we put in the pre-market in that first 30 minutes of the market open. As soon as the market opened, we kind of started to put in this low. So what I was looking for here is to give kind of 5-10 minutes. And let me actually go to the 5-minute time frame so we can actually see this a little bit more clear. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw this trend line because this is the low that I was looking at here on this opening candle on these pre-market lows that I was looking to get short. If the market was going to push down, if Amazon was going to get weak, I knew that potentially we had a little bit room that we could trade down. So let me go ahead and pull up the 5-minute chart, kind of show you guys what I was looking at here. So let me get the right day set up here. So if I kind of make this so we could see it a little bit better, okay? So you can see here in the pre-market, we really weren't doing anything. And then like about 5 minutes before the market opened, we started to go red. So what I was looking for was I wanted to let this first 5-minute candle play out. I wanted to kind of put in a little 5-minute opening high and kind of put in a little base and see, you know, do we test these levels? Do we lose these levels? Sure enough, we did push down off those pre-market lows and we put in this, you know, first initial 5-minute low, okay? 10-minute or right after the market opens, going into that second candle here at 6:35, we kind of confirm these lows and then push higher. Okay, if you notice the purple line on my screen, that's the 20-day moving average. As we get into the 20-day moving average, quickly it began to sell off. Okay, you can see the 6:40 a.m. candle does the same exact thing, tries to reconfirm this 20-day moving average on the 5-minute time frame for the second time. Okay, for the second time, and gets rejected. So now it's at this time where I'm telling myself, if we do come back to these initial lows and Amazon loses it, I'm going to take a scalp short. I'm looking at this candle forming up here, holding this lower level. I'm looking at this candle, holding this lower level. I'm looking at this hammer candle, starting to get excited. I'm ready to click the sell button on my options contracts. I only took one options contract in the money. I didn't go deep in the money. I'm just literally at the stock price strike. As soon as we confirm this break to the downside, I get short. As soon as I get short, right around this 31, 24, 31, 23 area, it starts to really speed up on this first 5-minute candle, okay? Really starts to speed up on this 5-minute candle and goes down about 9 to 10 points from my entry. Quickly, I sell. Why did I sell? How did I know that this is not going down lower? I didn't. How did I know that this was not going to reverse? I didn't. And that's the thing when it comes to trading, guys. The more hours you spend on the screen, the more times you take trades, the more you get comfortable with being okay taking profits. So for me, my whole idea taking a trade this early in the morning was if the move went in my favor and it started to speed up, I don't care if it was sped up for 1 minute, 5 minutes, if it held 30 minutes, as soon as I enter this trade, if it starts to work in my favor, I'm already thinking about selling. I'm already thinking about selling. I'm already thinking about locking in those gains. First trade of the day, I want to be green. I want to start the day on a good note. Last thing I want to do is tell myself, you know what? Not only did we confirm the lows, we put in a new low here. Now we're consolidating. What if we break bear? I could have potentially turned this into a huge trade if I would have just continued to hold and, you know, hope for this to go down more. But you know what? I was okay with taking this scalp. I was okay with taking that flush. And if you're trading Amazon and you've ever traded Amazon or you've traded something like Tesla and you do buy an in the money contract, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. As soon as the stock starts to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points in your favor that fast, the contract premium really starts to speed up. You don't need to make 50 points on Amazon. You don't need to take 30 points on Amazon. You just don't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, 10 points is a fantastic trade. So as soon as it started to speed up in my favor, I just started to see the P&L rack up and I clicked the sell button, lock in those gains, tell myself, we started off green for the day. Let's look and wait for another setup. As soon as I started to see this consolidate down here and we did not make a new low, I started to think maybe we go higher, right? Maybe we go higher. So if I flip back to this hourly, kind of blow this up so you guys can see it. Let me take off all these doodles. Take a look at this candle here at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So here's that push. Here's my scalp. And not only do we recover that, but we completely engulf all of pre-market action and that first 30-minute candle, right? That first 30-minute candle, we completely engulf it. So now on the hourly time frame, we're back up at these levels and we're right here at the 20-day moving average. As soon as we get this candle to open up here at 8 a.m. and we start to confirm this 20-period moving average, here's what I do. I set a trend line here. I tell myself, let's remain patient. Let's not take the trade just because we reclosed over the 20. Because the last thing that I want to do is get in here on this move to have it wick down on me, consolidate, and flush. Because I'll be honest, the last month and a half, especially in 2022, the market has done it. And it's done it to me multiple times where I'm now stuck in a trade, holding longer than I want to, having to cut a trade when I was already green on the position. I hate that feeling, guys. I just hate that feeling. I want confirmation. And I told myself, if we can close over the 20, okay, and then let me just kind of sit out here and let me wait for the next hour candle. Let me just wait for the next hour candle to open up. If it can confirm this price action, I'm going to scalp it. Sure enough, this price here, let me get the exact price for you guys. The price of this candle here, 31.88. As soon as the following candle opened up and we confirmed that, I entered in long calls. One contract in the money, as close to the strike price as possible. So I'm not deep in the money, guys. I'm not like 20, 30 points in the money. I'm literally hovering right around the stock price at the closest strike that I can get in the money. So as soon as we break this 31.88, I get long. And as soon as I get long, we start pushing up. 31.94, 31.95, 31 at 3,200. I had it mentally in my head at 3,200. I'm like, this is a psychological level. This is a whole round number. I'm going to sell if it hits 32. As soon as we hit 32, I clicked the sell button and then was able to walk away with about $1,000 or $1,200 profit on that one particular trade. So the two trades combined ended up totaling $1,950. You can go to my Discord down in the description box below, and you can see that P&L that I posted from TD Ameritrade in there. But again, guys, if I would have just continued to hold this stock, I would have been up maybe another $2,000 or $3,000 on the day. But you know, that's the thing. When it comes to trading, when you don't trust the market, when you are a scalper, you have to identify, are you a scalper? Or are you a swing trader? Are you a long-term investor? Do you like to hold stocks long? Do you like to hold stocks overnight? You know, or are you okay with taking a little piece of the pie? It's like, I want to show up to dinner and, you know, hungry, but I'm not trying to eat everything that the chef made. Okay. I'm just trying to get a little piece of the pie. I just want, you know, maybe give me an appetizer. You know, I'm thirsty. Let me grab a glass of water. I'm not looking to stay for the steak, the meat, the potatoes, a glass of wine, dessert, the cheesecake. I'm not looking for all that, guys. Especially not in this market. This market is going to break traders or it's going to make fantastic traders. Okay. And it's going to break traders because traders are going to be very, very stubborn and they're going to want more and they're going to be greedy and they're going to have profits here. And then something overnight happens, holding their profit into tomorrow, and this happens. And now you're just kicking yourself in the rear. And you're like, man, why didn't I just take profits? Because you're greedy. That's why. This market will make fantastic traders because this setup here, you get in. Yes, you're right on the move. You're profitable. Yeah, you didn't take the whole pie, but guess what? You made money. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters is making money. Guys, join my Discord, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. I will see you guys all on the next trading video.